Welcome to Career Cafe, where we bring our difference and make our difference. I'm your host, Kaylee. Welcome to Career Cafe. Today we have Curtis joining us. Hi, Curtis. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. Before we get started in our conversation about feedback and feedback conversations, why don't you share a bit about yourself and how long you've been with the business?
Sure. My name is Curtis White. I'm the store manager of the Real Canadian Superstore in Aurora, Ontario, and I've been with the business for 13 years.
Oh, wow. 13 years is quite a long time.
Yeah.
How long in that 13 years have you been in a leadership position?
The whole 13 years.
The whole 13 years, wow.
That's right.
So you must have a lot of experience when it comes to giving feedback and those kind of performance conversations. So in your opinion, with that experience, what makes a great performance conversation?
I think what makes a great performance conversation is when it is a two-sided conversation. It's just not a one-sided conversation. I mean, when you're having a performance review, it's a time for the colleagues to boast and brag about all their accomplishments and all the good things that they're doing.
Awesome. And what's one thing that you think people often overlook when heading into performance reviews?
I think the one main thing that a lot of people overlook is that it's just not about that timing for a conversation. It should be feedback that's done on a regular basis throughout the year. And just it's always something that helps with their development plan, just to make sure that they understand what the good, the bad, and the ugly is.
So you think performance should be something that isn't just at those set times of the year, it's continuous?
Absolutely. There should be no surprises.
It's a good piece of feedback. And how do you approach preparing for those important conversations, especially when the topic might be difficult? I'm thinking of maybe when someone's performance hasn't necessarily met expectations. How do you prepare and approach that kind of conversation?
I think the best way to do that is to be open-minded, ask questions to the colleague, and actually have the conversation to help develop a plan with them. Because it's just not their plan, it's actually your plan too, to try to help them develop into a better colleague.
Awesome. So it's about having that kind of collaborative approach to it as opposed to just saying, this is what you need to do, or them saying, this is what I need to do.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So jumping off that, how do you ensure performance conversations feel like that dialogue and not necessarily just a download?
I think just making the environment comfortable. There has to be some trust and open-minded communication, and it kind of makes them feel in a safe environment that they're able to open up to you.
And so how do you kind of balance that being open and empathetic and honest in that conversation?
I think the best way to do that is just to be lead by example. They should know how you approach things. You should develop that relationship with them, that they feel open to being able to have those hard, difficult conversations. And I think that makes it a little bit easier in that environment.
And would you say that has helped create that safe space where they are able to?
Absolutely, for sure.
Awesome. I'd like you to share an example of how your feedback has made a positive impact on a colleague that you provided that feedback to.
For sure. I mean, not everything is a bunch of roses, for sure. There is times when you have to have those difficult conversations with our colleagues and managers, and you help them develop. We had a manager that needs improvement, and we helped them develop a PIP, which helps them improve. And it's just not me developing the PIP. It was actually the two of us developing it, and their immediate manager. And now that manager is actually probably one of the best managers we have in the store.
Wow. So that PIP or performance improvement plan really did work, and now they're they're where they need
Absolutely.
to be. Awesome.
It was for sure.
And I'd like to know how providing feedback in those performance conversations has helped you bring your difference and make your difference as a store leader.
To me, I think it's always about being honest feedback. I mean, you need to be honest with your colleagues to have them trust you and know that they're going to get that feedback whenever they're doing something that's not right, but also when they're doing something right, that you're giving them that feedback. And I think one of the best things to do is to gain that trust with the colleagues is not being afraid to own up to your own mistakes. When you do that, it shows that you're human and that you make mistakes, that everybody makes mistakes, and you just fix it and you move on.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Curtis. It was lovely having you.
I very much appreciate it. Thank you.